back. It is Friday, Junior. Thursday here on Good Day, and we are on the road in Toledo's gorgeous Old West End.
Yes, in front of the Toledo Museum of Art and the beautiful steps here. We're visiting neighborhoods that are meaningful to us because we're living here, we're working here, we're putting down roots here, and that's personal to us.
It is, and there are so many great things here in the Glass City, and there's one to be proud of, and that there are so many generous folks.
Yes, I found that firsthand at the Islamic Food Bank, just a few blocks away from where we are right now, where plenty of Old West Enders volunteer, and it serves the entire neighborhood and beyond. So here I am at the Islamic Food Bank, and I am joined now by Dr. Razi Rafeeq. You in charge here?
Yes. I think so.
You're here all the time, I'm sure, right?
Yes, I spend a lot of time over here. So I'm the executive director of the Islamic Food Bank, and I'm also the president of the Islamic Food Bank of Toledo.
So tell me what you do in this great big space here.
We've been here about 18 months. This has served not only as a storage place, for the food, plus also this serves as a distribution site to our community partners and community organizations and the communities that we are serving.
So let's talk about that need then. You're packing hundreds of bags to send out with folks over the weekend, but there's obviously a strong need in our community.
Absolutely. Just to give you some statistics, unfortunately, Lucas County is number 2 in the state of Ohio in food insecurity. 1 in 4 children right here are food insecure. And the need continues to grow. There's a lot that we as community members need to learn because there's a lot to do. One of the things that we as the Islamic Food Bank do is we find gaps. Gaps in access of food, gaps in variety of food, and gaps in how to reach the households and the food insecure. And we do this by filling in the gaps by collaborating with the organizations that are serving the food insecure populations.
Talk a little bit about, what goes on here. I know you fill some bags, and in particular, it does seem like there is a need on weekends.
So, with communications with with the school districts, we realized that the children who are at risk are served well during the weekdays during the school year. However, on weekends, holidays, vacations, summer breaks, they struggle. So that's where we came up with this concept of a weekend of food bag. So before the pandemic, we were distributing about 3,000 bags a year. Now, we are distributing over 2,500 bags every month. Every month.
Wow.
We have many other programs. I know a lot of people know the Islamic Food Bank because of the weekend of bags, but there are many other programs. So one other program is we prepare and pack warm meals, about 200 plus, the second and fourth Saturday of each month, so twice a month. And we go to 3 locations, and people come over there, to pick them up. Another very important piece of the Islamic Food Bank is the food pantries. And soon, we hope that we will be starting a new pantry. And this is going to be called the Islamic Food Bank Pantry at Weiler Homes. So in East Toledo, many of us are aware, there are at least 370 households with an annual income of 10,000 average. And they struggle. The location is about 5 miles from any grocery store.
Obviously, you all are doing a lot of work, and you mentioned you rely on volunteers to get these things done. So if somebody at home is watching and they really want to help and they love what you're doing, how can they get involved?
There are 2 ways you can help. One is volunteer. We're always needing volunteers. You can go on our website, ifbt@icgt.org, and you can sign up as a volunteer. I think the other big help that we would request is any donation. Any donation is welcome. Again, you can go on the IFBT at icgt.org donation, and give your donations. We have distributed food valued over $1 million in 2022. And I know in 2023 is going to be even bigger. Our mission is to raise funds from the Muslim and the greater Toledo community to feed the hungry and spread peace. And we cannot do it, without the help of the community and the community members, the organizations, the businesses, corporations. So any help that we can get, volunteers or donations, would be greatly appreciated.
Wonderful. Well, you're doing great work here. Thanks for taking the time to meet with me today. And hopefully we'll get some more volunteers and some donations headed your way.
Thank you. Thank you. And thank you for giving us this opportunity to share, our story.
Yeah, and the Islamic Food Bank, something I want to mention as well, they also serve local college students with pantries at the University of Toledo and BGSU. A lot of students are food insecure, and that includes many international students, and the Islamic Center Food Bank is able to provide some of those, meals from home, maybe that they're missing here in the United States. So I'm doing some great work there. It was great to check in with them.
Yes, glad that we have this generous, heart of our community, and also thinking of those who are, visiting and, getting that education too.
And the folks who volunteer here in the Old West End neighborhood to get that food out.